Hey guys, after 1,000 years we're back with a new video. I just want to show you how I preserve my vegetables after I buy them from the market, and where I tend to buy in bulk so as to enjoy discount. Watch, I hope you enjoy and learn something. So what do you do to your veggies when you come from the market? For me, buying veggies in bulk make them more affordable and easier, because when you buy like from the same guy, you know how it goes here in Kenya. Like all these things I've bought from one person except from the lemons. So when I buy from one person in bulk, they tend to give me lots of discounts. I'm not a very low person when it comes to buying things like to one vendor, but in the market I've stuck to one person, especially coming to the immediate things like onions and maybe the green peas and whatever, a lot of things, so that it can give me discounts, and it always works. Trust me, it works. We have all our veggies. I put them in different tins. Like for the dania, I've tried so many methodologies, and the one that has worked for me is keeping them frozen. So I'm going to like cut them. How is it said? Like, I don't remember the word, but whatever the word, cut them into small pieces, then put away in a small tin to be used then. So your tomatoes and everything will put in different jars. So let's do it. So what started like vegetable organization and cleaning turned out to be a fridge cleaning process, because I realized my fridge is dirty and I haven't cleaned it in a while. So we gave the baby some cleaning. Before we toss in our food, the fridge is clean. Now let's put back the shelves in the compartment so that we can put our vegetables away. These are carrots for a very long time ago, like 2 weeks to 3 weeks ago. What they need is a bit of cleaning, then we clean the wherever and then put more back here. You see, they are as fresh as new one in the market. There she is, all clean and clean. Before we pour milk, she's very clean. Now time to put our groceries inside and whatever belongs in here. So we're going to start putting away the veggies. The first thing, I wash this cabbage. When you keep the cabbage before you cook it for a while, it gets spoiled. Like this one, I just wash it. What you can do, if you have a cling film, you can just wrap it with it and it will last for quite a while. And before you cook it, than leaving it outside, just put a cling film around it and toss it in the vegetable section of your fridge. Well, even with the cling film, we don't really have to put it in that section. You put it in the normal fridge and it will work out just fine. So because I don't have a cling film, just toss it in the vegetable section. I'm going to cook it on Tuesday, and today is on Saturday. It's such a huge cabbage. This 4 liters food mat thingy. Here I'm going to put things like carrots and such, and some of the lemons. It makes them last long, especially the carrots. These tomatoes, you can wrap them in cling film. By the anytime, if you don't have such a dish to put things, you just put them in a cling film. It works just as better, like equally the same, like putting. And when I have so many vegetables, I put them in cling film. So here we're going to toss our carrots. They are already washed nice and clean, and because they're not many, seems like our lemon are going to be, I know somebody might be wondering, why are we putting lemon, and lemon just survives okay. Yes, it does, but they won't last that long. They'll start looking wrinkled and hard, like you'll have to use a power saw to cut through. So when you put them here, they'll always be fresh until they are like until you finish them. Some people toss them in water, but for me there's no need of the whole water business, because even without water it works just fine. Here goes our lemon. Yes, I'm a heavy consumer of lemon. I take lemon tea Monday to Sunday, lemon coffee, etc. So you're just going to lock this one with a lid, and that is good to go. There she goes. This thing we're going to put in the fridge are these tomatoes. You can see there are many, but they won't last. Tomato, I don't use anything. Yes, when you put them on the moist fresh zone, they become wrinkled over time, but because they don't last that long, I'm going to use them for batch cooking. I kinda batch cook, so some will be eaten raw for salsas, kachumbaris, etc, and thus they won't last long. And so let's toss them in the moist fresh zone. And if you buy tomatoes to put in your fridge, make sure you buy when they arrive, because you know when you put them in the fridge, it will slow down the ripening process. So these are just ready to cook. So I love some of them hard for the kachumbaris, and now the ones for cooking, I want them ripe, red ripe, so that they can cook evenly. Our tomatoes, yay! Remaining here are the fruits, the oranges and avocados. But these avocados are not ripe. If they were ripe, just toss them in the fridge in the moist fresh section. It will preserve them, but we like buying them some ready for 1-2 days, and the rest I just put them in basin. I see there are so many of them, so I'm just going to put there and just place them somewhere, and they will ripen with time. And another thing I've learned is don't mix your avocado with bananas, because they tend like to act as a catalyst for bananas to ripen. You know, bananas are going to turn brown and whatever before their time they are eaten, and they're going to make losses. This one will I tried putting my oranges in the fridge, it doesn't work so well. So, and when I put them out here, they are easily eaten, because the human mind tends to consume what they can see, and thus they are all eaten on time and none goes bad. So we're just going to place them here for eating as avocado ripen with time. This one they are going to, as you can see, these pixies have been sitting outside for quite a while. There were so many, and thus they're not finished, but they survive quite well outside the fridge. So just put them here to join the rest, and that is all. And the girl will need a big basket for fruits, because you cannot be sitting on big basins, especially sunlight basins. So here we have our bananas, not all ripe, so that they can give people time to eat slowly. And then our oranges, pixies and avocados. Yay! I'm going to cut them into small pieces, then toss them in the fridge. So like you have seen where I've just the lemons. What you do when you buy the capsicum, the green, maybe the yellow and the red, you do the rest of them. Either you fold them in the cling film, it keeps them fresh for longer, or you just put in a tin or a Tupperware, whatever, to preserve them for longer. One might ask, and me whom I don't have a refrigerator, one might ask, and those who don't have a fridge, what do they do? If you don't have a fridge, things like dhania or coriander, when you buy them, don't buy a lot of them, but you can buy for 2 days. You can toast them in water whereby the leaves are not touching water, like maybe in a jug like this. Put some water only for the roots, they stay for a few days. Also, if you have some polythene bag, you can put some air inside, then you toss them in, they survive longer. Same goes for things like capsicum, carrots, and they'll stay for longer. And when you don't have a fridge, don't buy a lot, just buy for maybe a week or so. You can preserve things for that long without a fridge. And when it comes to like tomatoes, just buy some ripe for like 2 days, and then the rest buy the one that are not ripe, so that they can ripen with time as you consume them and they don't go bad. So that's how I survive. I'm not fond of going to the market every now and then. If I was able, I would buy monthly supplies, but I think my supplies take me for 2 weeks or 2.5 days or so. The thing that ends in between mostly is the fruits, because they are highly consumed. So these just of the day are the basic things. I didn't buy much, like I didn't buy the capsicum and the rest, but that's how I preserve them. It doesn't feel nice when you buy food and then it goes bad, especially in these tough economic times. You need to save as much as possible. So I'm going to put these. I had a bit from the previous batch remaining, so I'm just going to put all of them together. This is the only remaining. I think actually I'm going to put it on top so that when I am cooking, I'll use this one first. I know there are those methods of keeping them fresh, but it's a lot of work which I'm not willing to do. And there are still other things like this. Somebody will ask, oh, do I want extra work? The price that I buy, this is the one for that tin for 2 kgs. The price that I buy for this is equivalent to the one that they sell, the one that have been removed from the shelves. Like half kg is equivalent to this, and this one produces a whole 1 kg. So I'd rather put in the work and save. And other things like these French beans, how do you deal with them? This one you need to work on them. Like this one, I work on them tonight when I'm not in a hurry. This one I got them in Nairobi. I'm so excited to make some stir fry or some stew with some kanyama, whatever, with these. So you cut the heads and then I cut them into small pieces, so if you like them whole, then you toast in the freezer. When you're ready to cook, you just move them ready to you prep your things. Even this one, I will prep them, remove from the shells, then I wash them, then put in the freezer for that day I'm going to cook them. I think that's all for today. See you next time. Like, subscribe, share, and share the tips with your friend. Call your friend to learn a few things here and there, and you can give us some of the tips you do to save on your vegetables and market tips, etc on the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.